Lower the windows. This is a day in the life of a police officer, Homestead edition. Yeah, so one of the things we mainly do before we're gonna start our shift is, besides signing into our CAD and all the other programs that we're gonna use throughout our shift, one of the important part of our shifts is doing a function test. And we usually do a function test before every shift on our Taser. It's kind of one of my favorite parts. It's just making sure that we're good to go on using this later on if we have to throughout the shift. And it'll look something like this. That's pretty much it. Once we do that function test, I know I'm good to go and we're good to go get to work. Our city's divided in 4 different quadrants. So we have the northwest, the southwest, the northeast, and the southeast section. That's basically what divides the city. And then Chrome and Maori is our 0-0 point. So that's what divides each quadrant. Gotcha. Which is right up ahead to our right.
This is Maori right here?
This is Maori. So Maori runs, it's one of the main arteries, that how we like to call it in our city. It runs all the way from the west side of the city all the way to the east side. So this area that I'm gonna show you now is, I'm gonna focus on the southwest section a little bit more, just because we're on this side of the city today. And that's how usually at the beginning of every shift, we have the alpha side and the bravo side. And it's completely random, but they'll give us a specific zone that we're gonna be working. And today we're mostly on the alpha side, so doesn't mean we won't go to the bravo side, but we'll go here and there. Any hot calls pop out, we'll go over there just to check it out, see what they have going on over there.
So what quadrant out of those 4 would you say would be the most dangerous?
Where we're at right now. This is the southwest section. So this is where we're gonna have a majority of our murders.
Oh, okay.
This is where we're gonna have a majority of our homicides. There's a lot of narcotics that move around in this area. This is, I would definitely say, the dominant area when it comes to crimes. A lot of robberies you have around here.
Gotcha. Okay, so last night I put up a poll on my Instagram story just for people to ask questions.
Yeah. And
so I got a few responses, and they all want to ask you a few questions. So I'm gonna read them out to you and
yeah, sounds good.
Respond accordingly. This is from Emily. Do you believe that some of the bad stereotypes on cops are sometimes true?
I'll answer the question to the best of my ability. In my personal experience, I've had nothing but great encounters with police officers. Maybe I'm biased because I am a police officer, but I do think media and a lot of news platforms paint a bad picture on us, and that's not always the case at all. You know, I feel like a lot of people sometimes forget that we're also human. People also forget, you know, that we have families, that, you know, I bleed red just like you know what I mean? So I think a lot of stereotypes that are pushed through media and stuff like that paint a bad picture on us, and a lot of them aren't true, you know. Sometimes people are quick to jump to conclusions but don't have the full story. And that we've seen that countless of times, you know, in the media, on YouTube videos, you know, people always jump to conclusions but they don't have a set story. So yeah, to answer that question to the best of my ability, in my personal experience, I haven't met an officer that I've had to question, or, you know, where I felt like they met the stereotypes that are out there, at least in my experience.
So this question's from NCK_photo. He asks, what are some mental challenges that you may face when going through the application process and the academy, and what did you do to get through those challenges?
I'll tell you that the academy is definitely one of the most stressful parts when you're trying to get to the process of becoming a police officer. I can tell you, at least in my experience, when I was going through the academy, the first 2-3 months were the most stressful months. You know, you come in and it's part of the process. They haze you, you know, you get dragged around, you get spoken to very strongly, but they all do. I feel
like that would be the same for the military though too.
Right, yeah. Right. So it's very militarized. They try to do paramilitary style of training, where they try to stress you out. They put you in a stressful environment to see how you're gonna act, how you're gonna respond in a stressful environment. So the academy, for me, now that I'm done with it, it was the best thing ever. I miss it all the time, and I miss that stress, having that stress on you. You know, in the moment you don't realize it, but later on it's what builds you. Yeah. It's what builds you. It's helped me, for example, when I have to respond to a very hot priority call, you know, a male armed with a gun or something like that.
It helps you like compartmentalize like the stress and focus on what you're doing.
Correct. Right? Now after getting, or even if I have to deal with somebody who's yelling at me crazy, listen, I've been yelled at a million times by my drill instructors, right? So, or the TAs, how we call them. So there's no difference between somebody on the street yelling at me than how it was every day for me for weeks when I was in the academy. You get what I'm saying? So it builds you. It definitely builds character. It makes you stronger. It builds you. The only advice I could give on that is just, you know, keep fighting. Don't give up. Don't give up. The academy is just the beginning of it, and there's always a goal, and once you meet that goal, you're gonna feel happy and feel content that you accomplished something bigger than yourself. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this person named Marianne, they're asking, how old are you?
I just turned 21 actually. I know it shocks a lot of people.
What month?
November. So
I'm older than him. I'm older than him by 2 months.
I got sworn in at 19. It's been nothing but a blessing. I actually started at 18 years old as a dispatcher.
Okay.
And that's what really set it in stone for me, that I knew I wanted to do something in law enforcement. But yeah, 21. A lot of people are shocked when they ask me, like, you look like you're 16 in uniform. Like, I get it.
What made you want to become a cop? That's the same from Marianne as well.
From Marianne? Mm-hmm. So Marianne, what made me want to become a cop, I know it's very cliche to say. I'm telling you, unless you're in my shoes or in a police officer's shoes, you'll never understand the satisfying feeling that it is when you get to go home and you think about what you did through the day. So it's a satisfying feeling when I get to know, listen, either I brought some type of justice to some family. I brought, I took somebody bad to jail who had hurt another family or hurt another person. Or even something as simple as helping somebody, an elderly lady cross the street. It's such a satisfying feeling. And at some points, it's kind of addicting, just helping people. It's a very cliche answer. But that, and then also my father's in law enforcement, and that kind of really set it in stone for me, just hearing his stories and what he's gotten to do and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Listen, you're never going to meet, and it's not normal. You don't get it all the time. And it sucks because sometimes, how I said media has painted a bad picture on police officers.
It's the same thing that my friend Scarlett said. When we were doing an interview on NBC6, this is what she said.
Unfortunately, that's something that we're seeing every single day. And I love the way that Nolan puts us out in the spotlight in not a negative view, right? And not a tragic view where there's a law enforcement officer dying or getting shot.
So yeah, media, listen, I joined this job and I didn't become a police officer because, I wanted to hurt somebody or I wanted to do this and that. I actually became a cop because of the passion and because with the badge and the whole idea behind being a police officer. It's bigger than what people make it seem. You're never gonna meet, what stranger are you gonna meet in your life that's willing to sacrifice his life for somebody they don't know? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And just with that said, that's what we do on a daily basis. That's what a lot of police officers do. When we get a hot call, somebody armed with a gun, we run in and sometimes we don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? We could be ambushed, we don't know what it is. But the fact that you have individuals out here in the community and they're willing to work and take the job title as an officer to maybe one day make that ultimate sacrifice that they have to give their life up for, even if it's for a stranger, I think that should be a big deal and definitely more acknowledged.
Yeah.
This is one of the hotter areas that we have. We'll walk around here on foot if you're down for it.
Sure.
This is 250. Hey buddy. This is 250 Southwest 14th Avenue. This is on the west side of the city. This is still the southwest section.
Okay.
Sometimes out here we have individuals with narcotics. We have shootings out here.
So would you consider this like part of the projects, I guess you would say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's definitely what it'll be. We'll walk around here, see what's up to some of these people out here.
Cool. Check
what they're up to. So sometimes I like to go on foot around here in this area. This area is one of the hotter areas that we have in the southwest section. Sometimes you gotta have command presence, not just pass by through your car. You gotta get out the car, interact, engage with the community, stuff like that. And you never know. Sometimes, listen, it's happened before. There's shootings and things that happen, and the same people that you just said what's up to or hi to a couple weeks back are the same ones that are gonna end up either giving you information or helping you out. So it builds character, it builds a rapport between myself as an officer and the community, at least in this area. Coward. Can I see Coward? Oh my gosh.
Don't break it.
I won't break it, I promise. So this is Coward? Nice to meet you, Coward. Why is his name Coward?
Because it's lazy and it's a cow.
Oh wow. What a perfect name. What's up, buddy? So come over here a little bit. I don't want to say it too loud. But what that resident was basically telling me was she was bringing up the situation. We just had unfortunately a 13-year-old that was a resident in this area. He actually lived in one of these apartments. He just got shot and killed. So right now, this area is a little hot, and that's what she was explaining to me right now on the side, how that situation is kind of stirring up the pot between, rivals and stuff like that. So it sucks, it's unfortunate, but that's what the gun violence is doing. That's why, we're out here, we're trying to stop it, put an end to it as much as we can, and it sucks when a 13-year-old or a juvenile or a child, in that case, falls victim to gun violence. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna try to just find a couple cars to do maybe a couple traffic stops. If anything pops up, we'll be out there. We'll try to do a little self-initiation, a couple proactive traffic stops, see if we find anything good.
Another cool little feature for this this video I'm making is I gave him a second body camera, so all the traffic stops, and I'm gonna record him on my big camera right here, but he also has a second body camera which I have the footage to. I don't know if I can say how I got the body camera, but thank you some people in New York. Thank you, appreciate it.
For example, we have this car here.
Yeah, let me run his plate.
Yeah, so I'll run his tag. Let's see. Try to find something a little better. Hold on. Stand by on that one.
Would this be considered like proactive policing?
This officer here?
Yeah, being in the road like this?
No, so it'd actually be, this be reactive. I'm sorry, it'd be proactive, yeah.
Proactive,
so
okay.
they would stand, or in this case park, right in front of an area or on the street or in front of a business, and it's more of like a deterrent, you know, to prevent crime from happening.
Gotcha.
So it's more of a proactive approach rather than reactive. Instead of just waiting, you know, for a call to drop or for something to happen, then we respond. It's just a better, it's a good approach sometimes.
So this car that we're in right now, what are the specs of this car?
I got blessed. I'm driving. Homestead is blessed. We have some good cars. This car, to be exact, is a V8 Hemi all-wheel drive. Yeah, so it's my little baby. That's why I keep her very clean. You'll never see her dirty. I know you saw the inside. So you could lick the floor.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Nah, you don't. I've stepped on some nasty things.
The floor is clean. I can confirm the floor is pretty clean.
No, I keep this car clean. I have a lot of. I take pride in my uniform. I take pride in my car. You can't have command presence with your car looking dirty, with your uniform looking baggy and stuff. Since day one, I've been wearing shirt stays in the academy. Day one in the academy, and I still wear shirt stays till this day.
Shirt stays are the things in the collar, right?
So shirt stays go on your well, the ones I have wrap around my thigh and they pull down on my shirt.
Oh, okay.
So it's to keep your uniform like intact, looking tight and clean. It's a habit I actually built in the academy. They really push that onto you. You can carry it with you. Alright, so this kid just ate the red light. We're probably gonna stop him.
Okay. This SUV right here?
44519. Yeah.
$445.19 QSK.
Southwest 6th Avenue, Southwest 2th Street, Breaker Fort Talk.
Southwest 6th Avenue, and what was your street?
2th Street.
It's Southwest 6th and 2th Street, QSK.
Florida tag of. Should come back attached to a blue vehicle.
Let's get down. 65307.
Some people do that. Sometimes it's a red flag that they could be hiding narcotics, different things. Try to get out the car. I try to get out the car quicker.
429.
Baja las ventanas. Lower the windows. Lower the windows. Is that window down? Okay, do me a favor. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance? 45, you ready? No?
Yes, here are you?
Keys? You don't have any type of identification on you or anything?
45, official background, confirming I'm clear.
Yes, sir, you're clear. Do you have,
Yes, if this is going to be the registered owner, be advised the deal is not going to be good. I've got multiple suspensions and also
Okay, do you know why I'm stopping you?
No.
Okay, I'm stopping you because you ate that red light, okay? Here, sir, thank you. There was what?
It was a yellow.
Okay, it was yellow, then it turned red. As soon as it's turning red, you're crossing. All right, just wait there for a second, okay? So basically, our dispatch was telling us that the tag doesn't come back to anything, I believe, and that it has multiple suspensions. So I'm just gonna run it now on my system. He has no driver's license. I stopped him for eating the red light, and we'll go from there. We'll see how it is. All right, you want good news or bad news?
Bad news.
Nah, I'm joking. There's no bad news, man. I'm gonna let you go just with a warning, okay? Just be careful running those red lights, all right, man?
All right.
I'm gonna just give you your first warning. I know you're 18. You've never gotten a ticket or anything before, so I'm gonna cut you a break, okay?
All right.
Just get home safe, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Central Unit 317, vehicle versus pedestrian, 801 North Homestead Boulevard, 801 North Homestead Boulevard.
801 North Homestead.
Still getting additional rescues en route. Traffic 4, attention 456 and 410. This 317 vehicle versus pedestrian 801 North Homestead Boulevard. Traffic 4.
So 317 is traffic accident injuries. So in this case, we have, this time it's a vehicle that hit a person.
Oh crap.
Additional units, this is now going to be a 318. Subject vehicle is going to be
That's good.
black
Fled?
pickup truck.
We had a person.
Into the town square plaza, black female driver with red hair. Still getting additional at 1712.
Sometimes we gotta clear traffic.
602 in the area.
Town Square Plaza. We're gonna try to make our way over there. They said there's a black female with red hair, so that's what we're gonna be on the lookout for.
Okay. Damn, this thing has some power to it, man. Holy crap.
Black female driver, red hair, pulled somewhere into the town square plaza. 1713.
Gotta make sure we clear these intersections. We want to get there in one piece. Take care of them.
Dude, why is he just stopping? Go. Just move over, dude. Holy crap. I feel like it should be like common knowledge about what to do if a cop car is behind you. Move to the side. Dude, the description is black pickup truck, and yeah, black pickup truck, black pickup truck, black pickup truck, black pickup truck. How many black pickup trucks are there, dude?
There's a lot. Sometimes, you know, it sucks. The information is a bit vague.
47.
We're gonna check out that pickup truck.
Okay.
Let's get those. 1716.
My bad, bro.
602.
The pedestrian is advised that it's going to be a white pickup truck.
Oh, guess it's not this car at all.
Black female, red hair, pulled into town square at 1716.
This is town square right here.
Yeah. So we have an officer checking
the
that
area.
area.
Yep.
We'll make our way to this north side of the plaza.
Okay. White pickup truck right here.
Plaza canvas.
You know, when you're looking for a certain vehicle, like a black pickup truck, a white pickup truck. Yeah, you never realize how many of them there are.
Yeah, once
I'm
you're
looking for a
specific
white
thing-
pickup truck, and there's one there, one there, one there,
Yeah.
one there. You know what I mean? There's like,
Now they're really gonna pop up more. It's like when you're looking, yeah, how you said, when you're looking for a specific thing, you're gonna see a million of them.
yeah. White pickup truck, Chevy with the door open.
Check that out.
Any other unit en route to the 318, any unit en route 801 North Homestead Boulevard, slow to routine. Slow to routine at 1718 Homestead.
And so what happened? They hit the person and they fled?
That's what the call came in as.
Okay.
But we're gonna get there now while the other units canvass, and we're gonna see what they have going on there.
Okay.
The status of the person. You wanna get out real quick and get this? Or? Yeah. So it definitely came out way worse than what it is, and it happens sometimes. You know, we'll get a call a specific way, and it's not as bad as it came out as.
Yeah.
Which is good sometimes. Like in this case, you know, at least he's alive. He's good.
MDFR got here pretty quick.
Yeah, okay. They get here fast, but they don't beat us. We're always the first ones.
Yeah, the way you were driving, we'll always be the first ones, dude.
We're the first ones for sure.
Okay, so what happened with this guy? He said this Greyhound Accord.
Yeah.
Or the Honda Civic.
Honda Civic. So this Honda Civic here, I don't know if you saw when it passes that front tint, which is right here.
Oh, front windshield tint.
Extremely dark, way too dark. And if you see that rear tint too, it's way too dark. Really, I use that too sometimes, you know, to stop vehicles to see what they have going on in it. A lot of people like putting this front tint to conceal their face and stuff like that. And you know, sometimes they're not good people. So we'll find out now when we stop this vehicle, see what this guy has going on. Well, one of the things I like to see is their behavior. So for example, this guy, he's looked back several times, a lot of times. You can tell he's nervous, his behavior is nervous. You'll probably see if we keep driving behind him, look, that's exactly what I was just gonna say. He'll start putting his blinkers on and everything.
Is this just him confirming that you went behind him for this?
Maybe, probably in his head, he's probably like, yeah, he's about to stop me. I'll be in front of Publix. I believe it's 891 North Homestead. And break for Florida Talk. How are you? Can you do me a favor? Just stay in the car and lower all the windows. ¿Me puede bajar toda la ventana del carro? Ok. Y pon la mano en la llanta, sí. Ok, ¿cómo está? ¿Inglés o español? Español, ok. ¿Usted tiene su licencia contigo? Sí. Licencia, prueba de seguro. Sí. Y la registración del carro. Antes que tú coges, espera. Ok, ¿usted tiene algún pistola, droga, algo en el carro? Ok. ¿La cartera está donde? En el... Ok. So basically he was pulled over for, you know, the front windshield tint, the rear windshield tint, just the tints all around the vehicle. They're way too dark for that car. The beauty of being a cop, you have discretion. You know, when people, I have discretion as an officer whether, you know, if I want to give them a citation or not. And I usually try not to. You know, there's a lot of people in this city who, they don't have the most money in the world. And the fact that I can, you know, I can stop a person who has their family in the car, you can tell they're a hard worker. And it could have been for something as simple as eating a stop sign, you know, something as simple as that. And I can have the courtesy and, you know, cut them a warning, cut them a break, and just let them go. You know, there's people trying to work out here and they're lower incomes. So I try to be courteous of that, you know, check his license, everything. He hasn't even been given a ticket before. I don't want to mess up his record either. He's been nothing but respectful. So usually when people are respectful, you know, I cut them a break and I'll just issue him a warning, which in this case, he's going to receive a warning from me and he'll be good to go with his day. Solo un warning, okay? Te voy a dar un warning, no puedes tener esos tintes, okay? We're gonna try to look for a wanted subject today.
Wanted?
Yeah, some kid that's wanted.
What did he do?
He hit a pregnant female.
Oh crap.
He battered a pregnant female. So we'll go to his house and see if he's there. You guys want to try to look for a subject?
Subject where?
The one we sent out? Yeah. There's PC for domestic battery on a pregnant female. PC to arrest.
Who sent the email?
He just sent it.
Oh, no.
Domestic battery, pregnant female. 445.
445.
Did you find that white truck?
445.
No.
No, put on number.
No, no, just here.
Replace myself. 456 on 14 break. What's his unit number? So what's cool about stuff like this, for example, like on a patrol level, sometimes we're not, if it's a busy day, we're not able to be as proactive as you want to be.
Yeah.
Or as I'd want to be, for example. But, you know, right now we have no calls holding, so when it's downtime, we have time to be a little more proactive. And on a patrol level, like, it's cool because we have some of these guys, especially, you know, some of the younger ones that I just met up with, that we're able to meet up and then we'll execute some type of plan like I did now. I got them together right now, and then we're gonna try to pick up this guy who's wanted for battering a female, a pregnant female actually. He beat up a pregnant female, so we're gonna see if we can pick him up. We're gonna go to his house and just see how that goes.
All right.
That's the game plan.
Okay, so while we're driving to this call, or this bolo, emergency lens _ photography wants to know, how much do you like your job? I guess 1 to 10 scale.
10 for sure. For sure.
All right.
It's not your regular job. It's not like I don't just sit around and come to the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is something different.
Mm-hmm. Every
Every day something different. So I guess that's the most exciting part about the job, is that it's never gonna be the same. You know, you're never gonna have the same day consistently.
Yeah.
New calls, new people, new crimes.
It's not very repetitive, basically.
Yeah, at all.
George wants to know, what should we expect choosing policing as a career?
A lot of sacrifice, for sure. There's times where, like, for example, even me, like I've had to hold over last minute. I've had plans with, you know, my family members and stuff like that. I've had plans, and, you know, last minute, 30 minutes before the shift's about to end, you get that phone call. Listen, somebody just called out. You're gonna have to hold over. So it's a lot of sacrifice from your family and time away from people and stuff like that. But the job is rewarding at the same time. Very rewarding. You know.
Anika wants to know, what's one thing that you wish society and the media knew or portrayed better about policing?
Just what we go through on a daily basis. The idea of this whole concept that this episode that you're filming, it's the life and our perspective, at least, on things, so people will be able to see what we go through on a daily basis. So I would definitely say that, you know, it would be cool if the media understood our side of things. Sometimes, you know, it's always one-sided. I feel like the media has had a big impact on law enforcement itself. They've painted a bad picture on us, for sure, and it sucks. But that's why you have people like you who are engaging with us and putting that out to the public, which is gonna build a better, you know, relationship between us and the public. And I love the idea behind it.
A different Nolan, not me. A different Nolan wants to know. Oh, this is a question for me. How did you start photographing law enforcement? Well, I took a photo of a cop, and then I kept taking photos of cops, and then that just became my thing, basically.
You started what, New York?
In New York, yeah.
That's awesome.
What got me into photography? That's by JCW Photography. I don't know. I always like capturing things, you know, and I feel like it's a way to capture things the way I see it. Is with my camera, you know. So.
What made you want to do a ride along today?
I don't know. I find it interesting. Me personally, I don't think I would ever be a cop, but I enjoy seeing the you know, behind the scenes sometimes.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
How was it when we ran lights and sirens? No, cool.
Like, we do it again.
We'll see if something hot comes up today. We'll definitely do it again and we'll capture it.
Question by DB Beats to you: is self-sponsorship better, or is departmental sponsorship better?
My answer would be department sponsorship would be way better, of course. But I mean, it's kind of a good thing when you self-sponsor because you're kind of a free agent. So with that topic, you know, you put yourself through the academy and so forth, and then after you finish the academy, you graduate, you take your state exam. You have an abundance of options that you could apply to. You have different departments that you could apply to. So it's kind of cool because you're kind of like a free agent in that sense. But I would definitely say being department sponsored is better because you get paid to study and go to the academy and really, you know, just focus on that. You get paid as a trainee. So.
What was that?
You saw that, right?
Yeah, right?
We're gonna stop him.
All right. Just in case you guys are wondering, this guy, yeah, he ate a red light. Well, he went through a green and then he pulled in front of the people who were doing the left turn. So we're gonna, I guess, 19 again. All right. Thank you. Excuse us.
Delay 19.
So it's a white van, and he ate the red light basically. So.
Delay 19, QSK.
East Palm and 13th Avenue. We're gonna be pulling into the public, so break the floor 7. Do me a favor to stop reaching around. Just put your hands on the steering wheel. Okay?
Sorry.
You have any weapons or anything in the car?
Yes.
Where's your weapon at? Don't reach for it. Don't reach for it. Don't reach for it at all. Just keep your hands on the steering wheel. Hands on the steering wheel.
One in the backpack.
Okay.
And one in the safe.
In the safe?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, just to make it safe for myself and yourself too. Since there's 2 weapons in the car, you're gonna leave your hands at all times on the steering wheel or on there where you have it. Okay? Do not reach for it at all. I'm letting you know right now.
No problem.
Okay? All right. 445.
Yes, okay.
Just for information, it's going to be 255s in the vehicle. Carry. Where's your driver's license at?
255s in the vehicle.
In the phone, right here.
You're
On your phone?
49 on
Right here.
Okay, grab it with your right hand slowly. Do you know why I'm stopping you?
Not really.
Okay. So what you did over there, you cut in front of that car and then went to the left lane to make a left-hand turn. That's the same thing as eating the red light. You have to be in that lane.
The problem is, I thought because it's
You can't do that. You saw everybody was on that line, including myself and the other 2 officers. You can take out the key and put it on the dashboard. Just don't reach for anything and just leave your hands up there, okay? The firearm, you said it's in this book bag, right?
Yeah.
You mind if I open the door and grab the book bag?
Problem.
Is that cool with you?
No problem.
Okay. Just want to make it safe as possible for both of us, okay? You said it's in this book bag, right?
Yeah.
So you're cool with me grabbing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the first,
Can I just take the book bag out?
Yeah.
And the other one is what? In the lockbox?
Yeah.
That lockbox is removable?
No, it have a lock on it.
Okay.
Inside.
Okay, so we'll just do this. Look, have them step out. Just watch them. Just step out real quick.
Let me open it.
So we got, I know you saw my partner over there. He was with one of the firearms from this car we got, and then this one here. He didn't commit anything serious, not a serious infraction. He ate a red light, and nothing. Now we're just for officer safety, we removed the firearms from the car with his permission. I didn't just go and take his guns. We don't do that. With his permission, he gave me his firearms. So now we're just gonna run it, make sure everything's good to go, and then he'll be giving back his firearms, and he's good to take off. So we're just gonna run it now in our system. Safe, clear, and empty. For anybody asking. But yeah, it's the gun, so I'm gonna have my partner back here run it while I verify all of his information. I don't know if it's up. I'll be back.
Yeah. The one that people are stopped at,
You want to record this? So, these are 2 magazines he had in there. The main thing I want to do now is I'm going to run him on our end, make sure he's not a convicted felon. Because in the state of Florida, you cannot be a convicted felon and in possession of a firearm, let alone 2 firearms. So, as long as all of that comes back to go, you'll be good to go. Alright, so basically what we have going on, we stopped the car, we got 2 firearms out of it, and our records department, who runs the subjects for us, runs different names and stuff like that, they're letting us know right now that he possibly has been convicted of a felony before. So being in possession of a firearm and being a convicted felon does not go hand in hand. So it's a big no-no. Right now we're gonna do a complete history check on this guy. We're gonna see if he's actually a convicted felon, but right now, so far as it appears, he should be a convicted felon. It shows in the system that he has a felony, but obviously you have to be convicted of a felony to then not be in possession of a firearm. In this case, he's not convicted. He has no convictions. So he'll be good to go. He'll be getting his firearms back, and then we're gonna just let him loose and he'll be good for the night. So back to that. So yeah, so basically in other words, he came back with history of a felony. However, he wasn't convicted of a felony. We have a pretty simple call. Long story short, his wife abuses alcohol. She's an alcoholic, and he's been trying to take care of her. Recently, she's derailed a little bit mentally, and he's explained to us they were at an intersection. She jumped out of the car about 40 minutes ago, and he hasn't seen her. She hasn't come back home. So we're gonna go and try to canvass the area that they were last at. She should be wearing a boot on her foot. She's a white female, and she should have a limp. Should be pretty obvious. So we're gonna try to help him out and look for her. He wanted us to Baker Act her, but in cases like this, if people don't know what a Baker Act is, it's something that we as police officers have authority to do when somebody needs to seek psychological or medical attention because they're not taking their medications, or when they're making verbal threats, to harm themselves or others. We take them and we take them to CHI, which is a facility that will mentally and psychologically evaluate them. But in this case, I explained to the complainant on this call that if that's not the case with her, then we can't force her and take her. But regardless, we're still gonna see if we can find her, see if we could get her back home, come back to her husband, and see what's up with her. So we'll go see if we can find her. We're gonna check her out, all right? Now we're attempting to locate a white female, gray t-shirt, black pants. She should have a boot on her right leg. That's the female that exited the vehicle of the husband that we were just talking to now. He's worried for her. He doesn't know her whereabouts, so we're just trying to locate her, see if we can bring her back home for him. She likes to hang out here, drink wine and stuff like that, so we're gonna try to see if she's hanging out back here. This is a good thing about Homestead. So it's a smaller agency, but in a smaller city obviously, but your backup is seconds away from you, you know what I mean? So that's one of the cool things about being an officer here in Homestead.
So what happened now?
So we have a vehicle driving.
It's going to be a white vehicle driving in the wrong way of traffic.
There he goes.
501's behind the vehicle.
So one of our units is behind a vehicle that's driving against traffic. So they started emergency backup, and we're gonna head his way now. You see him down there?
En route 501. All units continue to QRX.
Ready, get ready.
You crazy? Hello, you crazy? I'm coming for my friend Pound. What are you doing to me? I don't do nothing, Mom. My kids are waiting for me. I didn't do nothing, Mama.
Sit up, come on, sit up.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Sit up.
I'm gonna sue you up. Yo no hice nada, quítame la esposa. Yo soy una persona normal. Quítame la esposa, porque te voy a sue you up.
That's
I swear to God,
Okay. Why were you driving against the opposite lane of traffic?
Yo no sé, yo
You don't
venía.
know?
Yo venía con mi amiga.
Okay.
Porque ella pobrecita, ella quería una.
Do you have a license? Do you have ID?
Let me move my car real quick. So in this case, she was driving against traffic in the neighborhood. Officer called for emergency backup. We responded. And as soon as we got here, she kind of like, I guess, got out of the car. And he had to go and grab her. That's when we ran out and we tried to grab her too. So with her, you can look, come over here a little bit. No, I don't want to say it too loud, but you can smell alcohol coming from her breath. So this most likely could be a possible DUI maybe, but we're gonna investigate a little more, see what we have here. Ok, so mira, dale esto. Por ahora pon los pies juntos.
Ok.
Manos para los lados.
Yeah.
Ok.
Oh, wait. Así como así. Espérate, Miguel.
Manos a los lados. Cuenta boca alta cada paso. Manos a los lados, a los lados, a los lados. Mira para abajo. Mira para abajo.
I don't know cuántos más tengo que hacer.
Señora.
¿Cuántos más tengo que hacer?
¿Qué yo te dije? Son 9 pasos. Yo te expliqué como 3 veces que eran 9 pasos. ¿Y ahora qué tienes que hacer? 9 pasos para atrás.
Bueno, vámonos para atrás entonces.
En boca alta, dale.
Ok, vamos para atrás.
Dale, mano a los lados.
Mano a los lados, aquí.
Dale. Dale.
En mi mano.
Sí, punta el pie, dale.
Ok.
Ya, está bien. Ya. Ya, señora. Ya, relájate. Vamos para acá, señorita. Vamos para acá.
Oye, mi niño. Espérate, no me trates así, espérate.
Ok, no te quiero tratar así, pero tenemos que irnos.
Dame suavecito.
Okay.
What you fucking tell me for?
Go. You gotta relax, okay? You need to relax.
No, espérate un momento.
Sit
No
in the
me
car.
toques la que me do.
Sit in the car.
No me toques la que me de. Porque
Mira,
te
siéntate.
voy a
Siéntate,
suyo.
señorita.
Si
Sit
tú,
down, sit down.
mira, me estás dando,
down.
mira, me estás dando, mira, me diste, oye, me
sit
estás
down.
dando. ¡Ah! You fucking saw me!
So sometimes we don't have the best behaving people. We deal with stuff like that, but it's never too late. You know, we work as a team, we get the problem solved, and we get the job done. Y no es así. Relájate, mira, relájate y yo te lo llamo, ¿ok? Pero necesito que se relaje. Relax.
¿Por qué lo hace? O yo me muero ahora mismo.
Mira, como yo te dije, mira, te lo voy a hacer, pero relájate. Estamos bien. Okay, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
Don't call nobody.
Okay.
You.
All right.
You. You.
Yo te la voy a quitar. Ven.
Mira, escúchame, yo no soy una maleante, yo no tengo.
Yo no pienso. Necesito que usted se sienta allá, ¿ok?
Yo voy a quitar la esposa ahora.
Si te quita la esposa, te sientas ahí. Mira, siéntate un momentico, te voy a traer el teléfono. Siéntate. She's making spontaneous statements right now.
Ella no toma.
Of determining the alcohol content, okay? Are you willing to take this exam?
I never speak nothing. Tú nunca me hiciste eso.
Okay.
He's lying. Él nunca me hizo.
Are you willing to take the exam, yes or no?
Nunca.
Me metiste las dos. Me metiste las dos. Is admissible into evidence in any criminal proceeding, okay?
Me cogiste con el... Ahora vive.
Now I'm just printing out all the paperwork that I'm going to need to do a DUI packet. Usually when we have a DUI, we have to print all the citations, the A form, and we do a separate like investigation packet that goes in with the DUI and the different, you know, impairments, what we saw during the encounter with the person when we were talking to them face to face, just different signs of impairment. So that's what we do, and we write it on that packet, and we make a very thick packet like this, and that packet gets submitted to the state attorney, and they'll use that for this case.
Again, it's going to be a Chevy pickup, white in color.
So we're looking for a Chevy pickup truck it's a white and color Chevy. I guess County was behind it, going southbound from 296 and Flagler. Oh, apparently, look, he crashed into that car and continued fleeing. So the vehicle's not even here right now.
Oh, wow.
It's a hit and run. So we're trying to find a white Chevy. White Chevy is what we're looking for.
There's glass all over the ground, guys. Holy crap.
a witness said the vehicle continued going westbound here on this street, so we're gonna try to look for it. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to find. Car with a lot of heavy, you saw how bad the accident is. So vehicle, yeah, with heavy front end damage, we should be able to find them. I don't know how the car's still going. Rivera saw him
flying, but then
and then they 07.
That he's 17.
Yeah, they 07 us, and then I guess at a distance he's 17. If you see the debris over there, bro, glass all over the floor. So that's what it is.
Got you. I'm gonna go
But bro, it can't be that hard to find.
All the way out west. I'm probably gonna head back over there.
Dale. Look at the difference between the no 360 lights and the 360 lights.
Oh wow.
Look, so completely dark. Watch this.
Oh wow. Look at the stars. Wait, turn the lights up real quick. Look at the stars, man.
Oh, I can't see anything.
Wow.
Oh, they hit the tree. Oh no, they destroyed that car over there. Look, you're gonna see it through here. This is how fast that guy was going. So right now I'm gonna just show you our dispatch room. This is where we have 911 calls come in, all types of different calls for service, and our lovely ladies are working it in there. They're the voices on the radios. They're never seen, but they're always heard, and they're the ones that are always looking out for us and sending us backup when we need them. So let's go check them out. They're gonna be right in here. So this is a dispatch center. You're gonna see a lot of monitors, a lot of screens. These are the lovely voices behind the radio. They're always keeping us safe. This is one of our dispatchers here. This is Courtney. She's working primary, so any calls for service that go out, she'll be the one dispatching it to the units. And on this side, we have Tiffy and her trainee. So now, we're gonna go this way. We have a gym. You wanna see the gym? The gym's pretty nice. You wanna see it?
I want to see you work out on camera.
Pulling into the Dunkin' Donuts.
So we have one of our detectives behind a vehicle, trying to stop the vehicle. And the person in the vehicle pulled over. Based on what it sounds like the officer got out of the vehicle. The detective, got out of the vehicle, went to approach the car, and then the vehicle took off on him. So we're gonna see if we could pass by, just go as backup, you know, have more officer presence there. All right, we got a few units here. Here, let's not block anybody. Let me get over here. We're gonna get out the car now, just extra officer presence, see what's going on. Just check up on the detective, on the officer, make sure everybody's good to go. So this is the beauty of Homestead. So one of us, whenever we do a traffic stop or we conduct any type of investigation, you're not just gonna have one, two officers. You're gonna have 5, 6 different police officers that take backup with you. So it's kind of like you're never alone. Officer Schnebley wants to say hi to the camera. It's over. Yeah, there's some calls that we don't always use licensed sirens to respond. You know, we have a regular calls for service, unless it's a priority or, you know, somebody's fighting right now actively or there's a traffic accident with injuries. In cases like that, that's when you'll see police officers use their licensed sirens. But if you have a regular disturbance call or things like that, we're gonna respond with no licensed sirens. We're just a routine call. All right, so we finally reached 0100 hours, which is the end of my shift on afternoons. And I wanted to get into more things, but we got stuck with that little DUI from earlier. It's a lot of paperwork that comes with it. But at least we were able to see some action. We were able to run some code. And overall, how'd you feel about it, Nolan?
I liked it.
Liked it?
Fun, yeah. Good
time? So hopefully we see you around some more, Nolan. For some more good content, you'll be able to maybe do a midnight shift to see how the midnight guys do it out there.
Yeah.
And maybe a little day shift too.
Maybe.
Just see how they do it.
We'll see how they like this video.
With that concluded, I hope you guys got to enjoy the day in the life of a Homestead police officer. Make sure you guys follow Nolan for more content. I know he wants to work with other agencies and make more videos just like this one. So make sure you guys give him a follow and check him out.